Hello and welcome. So you have headers in your WordPress. Maybe you're creating different headers in your blogs and you'd like to differentiate between the different headers. Maybe there are subheadings that you'd like to add in and one heading isn't enough. Well, you can find that option by clicking on the heading that you would like to change. And you've got a couple of options here. So over on the right hand side, which is where you naturally look when you're editing, you can obviously do things like change the color of the text and the background, but we're actually on about more the size, the shape and the category of the heading in this video. So first of all, the size. Say this heading is too big, you want to reduce the size. You can go over to the right here and change the size to medium and small to reduce it, or you can go larger if needs be. That's a manual option, so you probably have to go ahead and do that each time because the category of the heading hasn't changed. And what do I mean by that? The headings are labeled or predefined within WordPress 1 to 6, H1 to 6. If you look up here, the level is available to change. This is what I'm on about. So that one's level 3. That's level 2, but I've changed the size. Normally level 2 is larger. It normally goes down in size level. So if I create a new heading here, it will probably create me a default H2, which it has. But I can go up to the top here and I can change the level. So heading 1 is the main heading of your post or your blog or your page. And then you've got different headings depending on sort of how big I guess the page would be, how much detail there is, how many subheadings there are. So if I go the extreme, go to H6, that's automatically going to reduce the size because that is a subheading. That's a subheading of 5 levels down from the heading. So you want it to be smaller, it's less significant. It'll be a subheading of a large document, a large blog post about whatever you're talking about. You're going to be going into detail at these stages. So maybe it's a heading of links you could try, or maybe you'd like to describe links they could visit, or other reading, things like that. They'd be less important than the main title. You've got the main title of your page at the top, and you've got the subtitles which go into a little bit more detail and more detail and more detail. Why is this important? Well, you can change the size of them here. Obviously I can have a title that's an H6 heading. I can change the size of it. So why would I go and change the actual category? Well, this is important for SEO. SEO is the optimization for the search engines and other indexing methods. It's important because they'll be looking at the structure of your WordPress. They'll be looking at the structure of your posts and your pages. They're not just a big block of text. They're not structured in a strange way that could be deemed as maybe spam or some other website that doesn't fit the algorithms. And when things don't fit the algorithms, when things aren't easy to index, when you have images that don't have alt text on them, these can bring up red flags. They can also reduce how much visibility your site gets, because these search engines want to promote the best. They want to promote the best content. They want to promote professional content. They don't want to be promoting spammy websites covered in adverts, AI generated, just trash. They don't want to do that. So they're going to want to look for how you're structuring your WordPress. And this is a fundamental basic. Putting in the correct headers throughout the documents means you know what you're doing. You're going to have a website that is constructed correctly. It's going to be easy to navigate because you're going to have the correct titles, you're going to have the correct subtitles, and all the headings are going to be there with text in between, images, and so it can create a picture of, hey, let's promote this website. It knows what it's doing, it's professional, people have spent time on it. And these are the kind of algorithms that will be set up. It's not the only algorithm, but it is one of the SEO algorithms. And people go on about, oh, you don't need to chase SEO. It's, AI is taken over. It can judge these things, blah, blah, blah. But the top ranking websites still have good SEO. Why wouldn't you do it? So I've rambled on a bit, but that's the importance of having the correct heading type, and I've shown you how to change it as well. So any questions, pop them down below, and if this has been helpful, give us a like and subscribe for more. Thank you.